Hey everyone! So we're going to be doing basically a proof of concept of the viability of energy fighting and zoom fighting in arcade. Which means I'm going to be flying around doing those, and you'll notice my lineup was almost all late tier 3 planes. One of them, the Airacobra A10, at the moment, or the King Cobra A10, at the moment, it has a battle rank of 5.0, which is the same as a Mustang. Which means I'm in the type of battle against the type of players that you can expect if you have a Mustang in your lineup. And I'm flying the Airacobra, which is a little lonely tier 2 plane. Oh, poor little guy. He's gonna go up against vastly superior planes, people might think. The thing is, I'm not gonna be flying against superior planes because the Airacobra is pretty heavily under-tiered, in my opinion. But that's right. Got a fair fight. Is a little silly to have to put practically rank 4 planes into your lineup to get a fair fight with a rank 2, but I don't care. It works. I'm happy with it. Then after this, we're going to switch to the XP50 because it's an overpowered little monster and will let me demonstrate so much better what I'm talking about. So, a lot of people think that zoom fighting doesn't work because when they dive on people, whoever they dive on just magically pulls up at them. And I can't actually energy fight with a Law 5, so we're going to have to press him into more of a turn fight. But I can energy fight with him, which is what I plan on doing. Going to give him my tail, sort of, but not quite. And he's not going to be able to pull in to get lead. He might get pure, but he's not going to be able to get lead. Oh, my teammate's going to kill him for me. And now I'm just going to pitch up, and we're going to fight in a climb. I actually shouldn't be fighting in a climb. This plane, the Airacobra is, I don't know, I'm not going to gain anything by making this an energy fight, though, because both of us are such good energy fighters, I'm just going to beat him in a turn fight. Yeah, well, you know. I still managed it. That is the one thing, though, about turn fighting and energy fighting. Either one of them, you have to be really careful to make sure if you're surrounded by anyone, you're surrounded by teammates. Because you become a pretty easy target for a zoom fighter when you're doing either of the two. And I'm going to leave my team to go after the bombers. So I guess we're going to start zoom fighting then. The Airacobra actually isn't a very good zoom fighter. It's an acceptable turn fighter, and it's a pretty good energy fighter. But it really isn't all that good of a zoom fighter. It's not heavy enough to maintain its speed over its top speed well, and it doesn't have a very high top speed. Both of those two things come together to make it not particularly impressive in the zoom fights. Which is going to make it all the more impressive if I manage it, but I'd rather fight this King Cobra in an energy fight. The King Cobra is a much better zoom fighter. It's heavier, and it has a higher top speed, so it zooms much better, but it also is, being heavier, has a much worse climb rate. But it does have larger wings, giving it a lower wing loading, making it a better turn fighter. So the only thing this thing really has over a King Cobra is energy fighting. Luckily, that's what I'm trying to prove the viability of right now. Unfortunately, none of them want to come up at me. In fact, that guy's going down away from me. Come on, guys. I'm not that scary, am I? If I go down on one of them, then all the other people spawning in at their spawn point are just going to slaughter me. We got an Illusion 4 hunting B-25s, that's always funny. This devolved into boredom very quickly. So you better dive away. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Dun dun. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that B-25s outdive you. Look, it's an illusion too. And look, I'm zoom climbing away from him, and he can't follow me. He's not even going to try to follow me. Well, goodbye, energy. I'll miss you. Alright, yeah, screw it. See that Lucian 10 diving on me? That ground attacker has the heart of a dogfighter. Unfortunately, he has the plane of a ground attacker. Gonna focus on the 109 because he's by far the bigger threat. No, we're not gonna focus on this guy because he's by far the easier target. And I'd like to knock out one of them before I go 2-on-1. So instead, it looks like this is going to evolve into 2-on-1 the easy way. Which means 2 of us, 1 of him. It's actually even worse than that for him. Poor 109F4, he's in the same battle rank I'm in. Or I think he's actually a little lower. The G2's the same battle rank I am. Oh! Not sure if that was a teammate or not. Still, I might as well get more distance between me and this guy. What I was doing wasn't really working. Oh, not going head on, sorry. Just gonna go up a little over. Use a lag displacement roll. Which, for those of you that don't know, that's what a lag displacement roll actually is. A lot of people think it's this magical, you just roll off away from someone for a second, then you're instantly on their tail thing. It's not. You're actually supposed to go up and over and around. Cut down under this guy. Shouldn't hit the ground here. I didn't hit the ground there. Yay. Oh look, he thinks he can follow me. Oh, that's right, he's in the broken little plane that can. No, I'm kidding, he can't. The 185 does outrun you, it does outclimb you, or at least matches you at low altitude, which is where we are, but I outturn him. Massively. Very massively. Although, I don't think I'm going to be turn fighting anymore with a Spitfire around. Spitfires, believe it or not, outturn you. But you outclimb and can run with them, so you got advantages against everyone you're going to be running into. You just have to determine what that advantage is. And 190 is going to catch me. Hopefully he's not coming after me. We're going to go around this mountain. And if he follows me, if he's following me, go down, then we're going to come up the side of this mountain. And as we do, he's going to overshoot. And I'm going to roll around on his tail. Lag displacement roll time. Nope, he pulled into me. If they pull into you when you do a lag displacement roll, it basically turns into a rolling scissors. Which isn't a problem because I beat him in a rolling scissors. I beat him badly in a rolling scissors. I'd like at least to get an assist though. I'm gonna stop shooting for the very simple fact of, you know, teammates in front of me. So that was a whole lot for not a lot. Oh well. I'm alive. I didn't even get hit. Oh. This is the worst plane I have in my lineup by far. A tier 2 amongst tier 3s. And it's not much of a challenge, is it? Even though the majority of the planes I'm going up against appear to be tier 4. I'm pretty sure that's that's a tier 4. UT, that's the last plane the Russians get before jets. Now, that's definitely a tier 4, but yeah, we're going up against tier 4s. Oh well. It hasn't exactly proven difficult, has it? I mean, getting kills is, but I can't aim, so you know. So I guess this is going to be a video on how to be evasive, how to never die. It's a lot easier than people think it is. Trick is to not do head-ons like that guy just did, but you got away with it. I don't know if I can outturn a Yak 3, but I can definitely... outclimb one. So I could definitely out-energy fight him, and he definitely outruns me. So it's... Remember, your plane isn't an energy fighter, it's not a zoom fighter, it's not a turn fighter, it's whatever it is relative to who you're fighting. And the Airacobra always has an advantage no matter what you're fighting, unless it's an N1K. That's the only time you're screwed in every way. Bearcat, you can... Unless it's an N1K or a Bearcat, then you always have at least one advantage to push. Especially in arcade. Oh, you are Arcade Queen. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Oh god, that was horrible.